Hello, hello. How's it going? Hope everybody had a good Monday. I had a good Monday. Except for the fact that, I don't know. I feel a little sick today. Not enough to where I wouldn't be streaming, but like, I've had chills and I have a little bit of a headache, but that's okay. It's not anything crazy. I also forgot to eat dinner, which probably isn't helping, and it just occurred to me now. I didn't eat before this. Oops. Well, howdy. I hope everyone is a little more well fed than myself, yeah. All right. So, what I'm thinking today, well, we didn't even get to the court case yesterday, but we'll try our best to get there now. We're actually very close, I think. But where we left off, this guy is investigating the crime scene. I am investigating the crime scene. Sorry, technical thing. This guy's investigating the crime scene. I am investigating the crime scene. And the head prosecutor is on trial for murder. The head prosecutor, I don't know, like if she's like the chief or whatever her title is. And we will be going up against Myles Edgeworth. And somehow Myles' car was used in the murder. And I said, Myles, you can't keep getting involved in these cases. It's starting to look really fishy. And so hopefully we're going to win this trial, clear this woman's name, and then Myles is going to be a little bit smarter about what he does. Because he's starting to stress me out. I can't keep covering for this man. Well, I think we've talked everything we need to talk to this guy. And now we've just got to find what the next step is. What about the office atmosphere? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. As always, let me know about the volume. Ace Attorney is really weird with the volume for me, so let me know. Let me know. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. At this point, he should have our bike and we get the car. That's true, but it wouldn't... Dude, he's probably going to run over someone on his bike or something. He can't stay out of trouble, this guy. He's worse than Larry. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person, but they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. Not the first time we've heard that. Edgeworth was untouchable. Von Karma was untouchable. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Well, she is on trial for murder, so untouchable, I don't know if that's the right use of the term. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. Edgeworth does seem to have some sketchy means at times, but I think in all technicality, we shouldn't be on the crime scene either, so who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Hey, True, how's it going? Welcome in. Someone's going to use the bike chain to strangle someone. Literally, like, at this point, I feel like Myles just needs to stay inside. Don't leave the house for a little bit, man. Like, take a vacation. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? That is messed up that they took Gumshoe off. They targeted him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Hello, this is my first stream. What's up, Sad Rain? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome into your first stream. You have a good Monday? Alright, so, if we need to talk to Gumshoe, or at least they took him off the case. Interesting. What do we have to present to people? What would this guy be interested in seeing? Have you seen this, Edgeworth? I don't know if you have. Let's find out. I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. Come on, Gumshoe. You're not even on the case, buddy. You're not even on the case. Okay, so the only other thing that I can think of doing would be to go... We've been here, we've been here, we've been here. Something tells me we have to present something to this man. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night? Why did Lana make that call? Why did Lana make that call? We may have to just ask her. We may just have to ask her. And she's not here! Dang it, man! What's up, Paula? Must have missed the last stream. You did, but that's okay. I think you already kind of know what's going on. We haven't even made it to the first day of the trial yet, so that's okay. We did a lot of bebopping around in the last stream. But I am kind of stuck here. I don't know what I should be showing this guy. Like, what do you want to see, man? You want to see this? Let's show you this. Count to 3. You got to do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. They do everything in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I did count to 3. I did count to 3. Well, I don't know what else to show this guy. Unless there's like more investigating that we got to do, but I don't really know if there is, to be honest. I think we got everything. Let's see. I really don't know if there's anything else to investigate. Oh. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I do. Emma's very nice. But I still don't really know why she's following me around. I didn't tell her she could come along. She just kind of started following me. Not a clue, really. I remember the big climax of the case, but nothing else. Huh. Well, then, I don't know. There's really not much. You didn't miss much. Myles, we're going to be going up against Myles, and the chief prosecutor is the one who's being charged for murder. Somehow, this red car in the background was Myles Edgeworth's car, and somehow it was the scene of the murder. Again, Myles, again, getting his hands tangled in things. All right, well, there's nothing else to investigate here, really, unless we need to take a look at this side of things. Name of the deceased was Bruce Goodman. Date and time of death was February 21st between 4 p.m. and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from the chest wound. And an assessment, the wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. All right. Let's see then. I forget what I should be doing. I should have checked the last stream so I remembered. There's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah? How can you say that? You and my sister... Oh, that's right, they're in love. That's right, they're in love. Probably not, actually, but that's what I'm going to tell myself until proven otherwise. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's been up to something. Alright, well, anything that we could present him that would make him go, huh, I don't know if we really should be showing our stuff to this guy. It doesn't look like that's the case. Alright, back to the prosecutor's office then, I guess. But yeah, this guy, I mean, this guy's from Texas. Let's see, what are things that happen in Texas? You can't talk back to anybody. They'll shoot you for that, he said. You can't lie. They'll shoot you for that, he said. Texas has got a lot of rules that result in death. I don't know if I want to go there. All right. Then let's look around here a little bit longer. The sofa. That's not going to do anything for us. They really didn't give us a whole lot of leads to go on. Oh, that's right. Back from the dead, Wendy, and I think that ended up being Old Bag, right? Hello, hello. I've never seen any Ace Attorney gameplay, but I like the art style. What's up, Axe? How you doing? The art style is very cool. I think the gameplay and the story is even better once I can find out what the heck I'm supposed to do. You can't exist in Texas? No, you're not allowed. According to the Officer Marshall here, you're not allowed to exist in Texas. Man, okay. Let's see. There's got to be something I'm missing. Or like a location that I haven't visited. I don't know. Let's see. No one is here. No one is here. No one is here. No one is here. Gumshoe's here. Gumshoe is here. Maybe we have to present something. You know, he likes Edgeworth enough. He's probably interested in that. That's the King of the Prosecutors Award that Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Give it up, everybody, for Detective Gumshoe and his award. You earned it, pal. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. Well, I'll tell you what it is later. Well, thanks, Gumshoe. Very helpful. Very cool. I was proud of Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Well, shoot, man. I've heard the base game was good. I've just never played it. Yeah, it's very good. This is only the first two. There's like 6 base games. And there's a bunch of spin-offs, too. I'm going to try to play them in order. This one's very good. I just get stumped at times. Not very good at investigating. I never get stumped in court. Well, that's not true. I get stumped investigating more than I get stumped in court. Okay, I'm just going to present this guy everything that I've got. You interested in this? Okay, no, he just doesn't care about that at all. Huh. And you were interested in this enough to at least acknowledge it. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after he was killed. And maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? I don't know, Phoenix. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Getting stumped is part of the satisfaction. That is true. When you're stumped and it finally clicks for you, it does feel really good. Okay, well, what about this here? 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. You can just say the car came into the garage. You can just say that. A trot. My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. That would be Edgeworth. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Huh. Okay. So the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car. Somehow he had Edgeworth's knife. And somehow else, Edgeworth isn't the suspect. This isn't adding up. I'm sorry. I can't defend this. I can't defend this, Edgeworth. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Huh. Okay. We'll try examining this one more time. This might be I resort to Google if I can't figure this out. I'm sorry. I hate doing it, and I don't think I've had to resort to Google one time yet throughout this playthrough, but it might be getting there. It might be getting there. I'm stumped. Gumshoe's gotta be the answer. Gumshoe has to be the answer. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one? No, you don't. No, you don't, Gumshoe. You don't have to keep your mouth shut. Look at the knife. What would drive Prosecutor Sky to do anything? I didn't mean... Sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I'm sure that there's a lot of those people. The car and knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Man, if only I could figure it out. Just ask us, we can Google for you. Don't want you to get spoiled. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I don't want to get spoiled if I Google it. I am not a... Oh, sorry. I just hit my microphone. My bad. All right. Give me like 2 more minutes to try and figure this out. I'll put a time crunch on it. We have to figure out more about Myles, which means we have to go back to the attorney's office. I mean, straight up, right? If we need to learn more about Myles, and that's what everyone keeps saying, we got to go back to the office. So there's something here that we're missing. A work desk. It's quite tidy. What a nice desk. Easy to use, easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Okay, but like, can't you just look at his computer or something, please? Like, okay, a tea set I doubt is going to be anything. Look at this royal blend, yada yada. Nothing. Okay, wait. Wasn't there? There's a ladder out there, too. These are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. With the shelves already packed super tight like that, what's the prosecutor going to do when they get new files? Splendid, Mr. Wright. What an unusual observation, was it? Oh, dang, I thought we were onto something there. Shoot. Hey, a chessboard. I've already seen the chessboard. #1 edgy fan? I know. I know. Her hero has been involved in like 3 murder trials in the past 3 months, though. It's not looking good. He's averaging 1 trial a month. He's got to clean it up. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. That's a little hurtful. Okay. It doesn't look like there is anything. We've already looked at all this stuff. Wait a second. I do wonder one thing maybe. One thing maybe. You think Oldbag is a bigger fan than Emma of Edgeworth? You think so? I feel like she was talking back to him in court. She was getting a little mad. Unless the anime is a little different. Okay. Well, we're going to examine this window here, and then I might have to lean on y'all. I don't know. It's not looking good. Were you to jump out the window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. Yeah, that's not going to help us, is it? Man. I will give it to them. They have fucking stumped me. I don't think there's anything else, in here at least, for me to look at. Wendy doesn't appreciate Edgeworth like a true fangirl. That's true. Or she's just she hides it better, you know? She can't let him know how big of a fan she is. Why isn't anyone a fan of me? Who's a fan of me? I don't think anyone's a fan of Phoenix. That's kind of sad. It's a little upsetting. Okay. We've looked at all of this stuff. All right. Get your fucking Google tabs open. Get your Google tabs open because I want to get into court. I'm phoning it in. I'm phoning it in. I'm lost. They got me. They fucking got me, you know? I just don't know what else to do. They got me. I don't know. No one's here. I can't find anyone. Can I talk to this guy? Can you just like tell me where they're at? I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. Okay, so I guess we just can't, we straight up just, she's gone. Okay, that's not ideal. Who likes Phoenix? I don't think I could really consider Maya a fan. No, more like a coworker. I don't know if anyone is my fan. Larry? Larry's kind of my fan, right? He better be. He doesn't pay me for anything. The least he could be is my fan. Alrighty. What do you have to think about this? I haven't asked you. I've noticed defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. That's really funny. That's actually really funny. You want to see this? See this? It's my attorney's badge. Well, I've never seen a real one before. Look at how cool it is. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. Okay, well, you don't have to mention it. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. That's it? It's not for sale for that price, but it could be for sale for more. I don't need the badge to do my job, right? Mia is a fan. Well, she was a fan. And she still is when she pops in every now and then. Every now and then, Mia's like, hey there. Huh. Wait a second. Can I, like, inspect this at all? No, it's really just a photo of that guy. So badgy and stuff. I know, huh? Huh. Can I look at this a little bit further? Okay. Now we have to... I feel like the phone... There's got to be something hiding in the phone. You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. There's got to be something else that I can do with this phone, right? Nothing, bro? Brutal. Brutal. Okay. Google. It is. Is that bad? Am I a quitter if I use Google? Listen, we're 19 minutes into the stream and I've made no progress. I'm starting to sweat over here, man. I'm starting to sweat. I might have to cheat. I might have to cheat. Okay, unless there's just, I don't know if I'm missing something. Do you want to see my attorney's badge? Oh, his, you know what? His isn't cool. Yours isn't as cool. Do you want to see his ID? What's that, some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas. He's like Sandy Cheeks. That's all he talks about. Hold on. Let me look. Thank you. It's part of the process. The Ace Attorney process. That's true. Being lost is part of the process. A tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. Don't write that down. That's not true. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Don't call this guy a pro. Bro's obsessed with Texas. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to go to Texas anytime soon. I hear it's super nice. I know people there. After talking to this guy, I'm good. Stresses me out being there, man. Okay. Wait a second. Wait, this is saying he died within an hour and a half. Oh, I guess that checks out. Because 5:18 would be within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. But why is it such a broad range if we know the exact time that he supposedly died? Ugh. Okay. I don't have anything else to talk to you about. Leave me alone. We've got to be missing something. It's got to be here, or it's got to be Gumshoe. I don't know what else I'm missing. I don't know. Have you checked the car trunk? I thought I did. Let me see. I thought I did. Oh my god. I checked the car, but the trunk was separate. My bad. Thank you, Hollow. Thank you very much. Come on. Dang, that's picky. I would have been searching for a long time. I don't like taking the easy way out, but I think for this time, it was the right move. I think for this time, we would have been on this for a while, y'all. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Something's written on it. 6/7/5/12/2, so December 12th, maybe? Oh, 6/7/S. Okay. That's why we were stumped last stream. Yeah, because I definitely remembered looking at the car. I just assumed that Phoenix was smart enough to look in the trunk as well. I didn't. It's open, for crying out loud. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? I don't know. How am I supposed to be in Phoenix once again on the same wavelength? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. No. Okay, so I do know. I can explain. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Okay. In the original release, there is no magnifying glass to tell you where you hadn't checked. Really? Well, you just said that. That's brutal. How did you... Because it was on the Game Boy, right? So, like, what'd you use for a cursor? That sounds brutal. You never know true satisfaction until getting unstumped in Ace Attorney. That's true. That's true, especially if it's in court. Oh, that feels so good. So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? No, absolutely not. The only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. Yeah, it's really, as we learned in the last trial, really hard to defend someone that is saying, yeah, it's me, I'm guilty, I did it. Very, very difficult task. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? This sounds like a Pokemon song, kinda, doesn't it? Like you're on, like, Route 53. Glad we got ourselves someone who's actually qualified for this. It's a Steel Samurai theme song. Oh, that popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Oh. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Wait, what? Can you tell me what you talked about, Emma? Why are you hiding this key piece of information? 4 brain cells are doing donuts in my brain, you and me both. She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. Property Alana Sky last called me to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Huh. Alright then. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Yeah, but too bad we don't have any time, because when we are assigned to a case, we get like a day's notice. I'm gonna bring that up with my boss. Am I my boss? Because this is, I mean, how am I supposed to work like this time and time again? I don't know, man. Alrighty, here we go. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby, number 2. How'd the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas, that's putting it lightly. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. Don't be so ready to accept your fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes, a defense attorney should never believe their client. They shouldn't? The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Okay, but to be fair, we've done like 5 trials now, and my guy's been innocent every time. So just saying. Not only that, but we found the guilty party every time. They've confessed. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Thank you, Lana. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Oh. I'll be alone in there. Oh, I thought we took some drugs and she showed up again. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. I don't think you're allowed. Is she gonna be with me? That can't be allowed, right? February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court courtroom number 9. This can't be. This has gotta be. This can't be allowed. Right? Will we just let the suspect's sister just hang out with me on the sideline? That can't be allowed. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Always trying to one-up me, Edgeworth. Why wouldn't she be allowed? Maya was, but didn't Maya work for me? Does this girl work for me now? I mean, listen, I'm down to have the help. I feel like if I went into a courtroom and was like, yeah, I know the defense attorney, I'm going to hang out with him, they'd be like, sir, that's not allowed. Just wait for your future weird girl court partners. Oh, it's not always Maya? Oh, interesting. I forget who it was if there is one for Apollo Justice. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Oh. Reverse kidnapping. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. They won't. I'm gonna kick your ass. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Oh, we have the same judge, too. Shocker. This court's got only one judge. I know that they made, like, the three-day trial is, like, the longest a trial can go because the court system couldn't handle it. They could just hire another judge. This poor guy is on all the cases. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Suddenly feel like confessing to everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. What does that mean? Professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Ms. Angel Starr, to the stand. Oh yeah! I forgot about Angel. The cough-up queen. I hope the judge gets paid enough. From what I understand, he was taking some bribes or some blackmail. So I do think he's paid quite handsomely. From what I understand. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? What the? Caviar? I've never eaten caviar before. Judge, back to it. Oh, we all get food. Thank you. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? Court cases are their love language, pretty much. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. Your Honor, this is a murder trial. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca even taste like? Oh, Edgeworth's mad. Edgeworth's mad. Thank you. This was needed, Edgeworth, and I didn't have the guts to do it. So thank you very much. I want caviar lunch. I've never had caviar. Is it seafood? If it's seafood, I've never had seafood. Well, I shouldn't say that. I had fried cod one time, and I had one bite of it, and I said, yuck. Can't do seafood. Although when I go to Japan, I will be trying seafood, because I'm like, if I'm going to try it anywhere, it might as well be in Japan, right? So I will try, like, sushi over there, at least. I can't hear anymore? Is this a me issue? Oh, is it a me issue? I don't think so. Oh, it is a me issue. Okay. Whew. I was like, oh no, not another technical problem. The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Why is the music so relaxing right now? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will... Well, wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up, Judge. We've got a case here, and we've only got 3 days to solve it. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Uh-huh. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Ms. Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. Get out of here. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Huh. Miss Starr was a detective? Oh! No one has objected yet, so happy music? Yeah, fair enough. Everyone seems like they're in pretty high spirits today. It's a very odd vibe for a murder trial. I know who you are. Cough Up. Well, everyone knows her as Cough Up. It's quite the unfortunate nickname. It's like tiny, salty, popping boba? Oh. Is it a seafood? Sturgeon. Oh, eggs. It's eggs. Okay. Huh. That sounds good. I like boba. I like boba, so if it's anything like boba. Very well, you may continue with the description, Ms. Starr. Who is this lady? Can we get on with it? If I might have the court's attention over here. We're waiting. Okay, here we go. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Oh, I didn't realize he drove the body out. Unfortunately, because they didn't. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. She's shady. I'm telling you right now. There's something not right about her. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something not right about her. Oh, it doesn't taste like it. Just a similar texture. It's fish eggs. Oh. I don't know if that's for me. But I do have a new model that I'll try anything once. So maybe I'll give it a try. I'm not going to seek it out, but if it presents itself to me, maybe I will. I do really want to try sushi in Japan, though. I'm very excited for that. I figure what I'm afraid of, though, is that I'm going to like the sushi. And then when I get back home, I'm going to try and get sushi. And then I'm going to be like, oh, this isn't what I liked about it at all. But we'll see. We'll see. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? Oh? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Whose side are you on here, Judge? What do you mean? They're talking about me? All right, witness testimony. Witness's account. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Oh my. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. This whole time, I kind of pictured him being stabbed in the back. I don't know why. Just don't get sushi from gas stations? Well, that goes without saying. That goes without saying. You will get food poisoning from gas stations. Fair. Yeah, I try to stay off gas station food, but I don't know how widespread it is. Have you guys ever had Sheets? I like Sheets. It's like gas station food, but it's like high-end gas station food. It's yummy. They got like mozzarella sticks. It's popular in I think it's popular in like the Midwest and maybe like the East Coast, something like that. I think that's where it's popular. It's good. I've had it a couple times. You find buffet sushi sketchier than gas station? Yeah, I don't like anything from a buffet though. I don't like anything from a buffet because I don't know how long it's sat out there. Oh, Axe knows Sheets? Dude, Sheets is so good. I love Sheets. There's not one, like I don't live by one, but whenever I get the chance, I get it. It's yummy. It's yummy. Oh, it is on the East Coast. Cool. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? All you did was stand up there and say, he did it! I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Thank you. My turn. Cross-examination. Here we go. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. What do you mean by that? You'd see a murder? How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Oh, that's right. She hates prosecutors. I forgot about that. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Ms. Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? There's a little bit of motive. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Ms. Starr. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. You guys just got one? Where you live and your husband gets it on the way home? I'm so jealous. I would be eating it like every day. I would be eating it every day if that was me. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. I don't think that's important. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. How do you sense it? You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Me either. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese, huh? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. What on earth does that mean? Huh? Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Ooh. That was kind of like a good burn, right? That was sweet. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. By garish car, you mean... Thank you for elaborating, because I'm not sure what that means. Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Don't ask, Your Honor. I'm just as confused as you are. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. Not looking good. What an odd case this is. Yeah, you're telling me. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. I like Emma's attitude. Have you seen the Ace Attorney anime? I have not yet. I really want to, though. I think Raven's seen it, and I think Hollow has seen it, if I'm remembering right, but I have not seen it yet, but it is on my watch list. What if her boyfriend is the real killer? Dude, I could see it. I could see it. I don't know if she herself did it, but I could see her setting something up, right? Garish means high class, expensive. Oh, that makes so much more sense, because it is a fancy car. It is a very fancy car. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Rookie? Oh, she's not wrong. I am a rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. What is that little... Can I do that? Oh. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Inspiring. Judge, she just threatened me. I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I don't think that stands in a court of law right now. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh. That's tough. That is so tough. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only now seeing this photograph? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant, and that's most certainly something that shouldn't probably be on her coat, if I'm to think right. This isn't looking very good. This isn't looking very good. Gotta go. I'll be back. No worries, Sad Rain. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you when you're back. Shockwave from their conquerors. Every objection. Dude, I feel like this is like... Me and Edgeworth, it's like Luffy and... I don't know. You know what? I don't want to get into any spoilers. I won't get into any One Piece spoilers. You know where I was going with that, probably. Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana Sky. Yeah, this is looking bad. So what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's hand. Or chest. Interesting. Traces of victim's blood. Oh, there's no prints. I was going to say if we could find, like, left-handed fingerprints, that would be nice. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip into Detective Goodman's chest. The only doubt I have right now is that in this photo, she's not she's not holding a knife. Now, she could have put it down. I don't know where they found the knife, but she is not holding a knife in this photo. Doesn't look good still, but that's what I'm leaning on right now. I wish you were caught up so I could throw out comparisons. I know, I need to catch up. I'm probably like 15, 20 chapters behind at this point. I'm very behind. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. You got anything else? Scientifically speaking, Ms. Starr's testimony is flawless. Well, that stuff sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? It's kind of looking like it. Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. You see the answer? Huh. Let's see what I got to work with. Death due to blood loss. Does it say where he was stabbed? A single stab wound was found. No, it doesn't say where he was stabbed here. Traces of the victim's blood. 512. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made to her sister. Wait, she couldn't have arrested her on the spot. Because the murder took place at 5:15. And she called her sister at 5:18. No, she couldn't have called it. She couldn't have arrested her on the spot. Right? Then she thrust the pointing. Oh, shoot. Okay, where did she say that? Am I crazy? Where did she say that? Okay. I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox. Through the wire fence, the chief prosecutor standing, holding a knife in her right hand. Ah, dang it. She doesn't say it in here. Based on current evidence, I don't think I see the answer, but sounds like you've got it. I think I got it. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Ah. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Okay. We're going to take our first guess here. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, our first guess, she is not holding a gun. Or, I'm sorry, a knife in this photo. Wait, the parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Oh, this is the wired fence. Shoot! Wait, how did she... That can't be. How did she arrest him? Okay, this is going to be our first guess. Yeah, we'll present this. Can I object, please? Here we go. Objection! Oh, looks like we got it. And you witnessed this? You saw Ms. Sky stab the victim with the knife? Music stopping is a good sign. As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch, dude, this guy. But isn't that odd? Dude, these guys love Nickelback. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That was a rather calm objection from Edgeworth. Yet it was still a stronger objection than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Yeah, but that doesn't look like it can be anything but blood. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Right. Are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? I'm trying, Emma. I'm trying. He didn't yell at us. I know. He's like, excuse me. Excuse me. Objection? Objection, Your Honor. You got a better idea? I do object. That contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime because she did it. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Are you going to elaborate on that? One step closer to a yaoi see. No. 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 If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. What does that mean? Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was premeditated murder. Objection! Premeditated? And how do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves, made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? To not have any fingerprints. Oh my god, holy Myles Edgeworth flashbang. Okay, this is looking bad. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Damn it. Okay, well then elaborate then. If you're going to add that to your testimony, I'd like you to elaborate, please. Just kiss already. You guys are ridiculous. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves. Oh, now he means business. He's like, what a stupid point. Sorry. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Ms. Starr. This is bad. She's got all them thinking that this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Okay, well how wasn't this premeditated then? I don't know. It was just a little stupid, Phoenix. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Okay. Oh, shoot. My bad. Went too far. Went too far. Okay. This is where we need to be. The murder was planned, and the rubber gloves prove it. Okay. If the murder was planned, record of the parking in the prosecutor's office lot, entered lot at 5:12. That wouldn't prove it. Died within an hour and a half. Let's take a look at this. Oh! What's this? Victim's memo found in the car trunk. 67S 12-2. Oh, so in HoloCure, which is like a mob killing game, it's all based around like HoloLive members, and so like the abilities are as well. And there's a few HoloLive members who like will joke around about reading BL, and so they put it as an ability and an item in the fucking game. It's so funny. It's so funny. 67S 12-2. This wouldn't prove that it wasn't premeditated, just her calling her sister. This is the only thing I could think of, or the parking ticket. Let's try this. Okay, this doesn't look like it, it's what they wanted. Okay, we'll lose a little bit of health here. That's okay. That didn't go so well. All right. I don't know. What else would prove that the murder was planned? Through the wire fence, I saw the cigar. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. That wouldn't do it. That wouldn't be a good objection then, right? Okay. The parking ticket, maybe? This didn't work. This is Edgeworth's car. And it was premeditated. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this. Damn it, man. Ugh, okay. Not looking good. There is one part of the testimony that we didn't press on. So we'll try pressing on that and see if it does anything. Dang, this is a hard trial. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend. He's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. You have several boyfriends? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. I hope none of these boyfriends are here in court right now. They would be very sad to hear that. Care to join? Oh, the yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Stay strong, Your Honor. Stay strong. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. Okay. Oh, okay, we should have pressed on this. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Okay. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my... Okay. Okay. Huh. I'd love to meet the judge's wife. Yeah. If he has one. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor. Is it a wired fence? But that's not even what we're looking for right now. We are looking for what shows that this was not premeditated. What shows that this is not premeditated? A name and ID card are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Wonder why they only use numbers. Oh, we've done this before. Okay, so that's not going to help our case here. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Ah! Oh, okay. Taken by Angel Star after the crime was committed. We have to find something. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud at this point. We have to find something that shows that this was not planned. Would it be the case files? February 21st, between 4 and 5:30, loss of blood from a chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. So it doesn't look like this would really do it, would it? Oh, I don't know. Think. Oh, I'm trying. Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of victim's blood. No prints. No prints because of the gloves. That would say it's premeditated, so that won't help us. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. Entered lot at 5:12. Is there anything that I can do with this? Myles Edgeworth. Myles Edgeworth, 1712. Wait. No. No. It couldn't have been premeditated if the plan was to use Edgeworth's car. Unless Edgeworth is the guy who was doing it. Because she had no idea when Edgeworth would get there by 5:15. This. Objection. Damn it! Okay, it's not that either. Shoot! It's not looking good. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Oh, I should have saved it in this one, to be honest, but that's okay. Okay. Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. I just don't agree. Ah, shoot. Is there anything else on this note? There's gotta be, right? No, it's just that. You can't even inspect the rest. Did we get a save? I did save. I did save. It's gotta be the phone. But I don't know why. I don't know why. Objection! Oh, this is so bad. Okay. This is tough. I hate losing. Okay. We're gonna get this. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. There's gotta be something on here. There's gotta be. This must be the victim's blood. Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. Come on, is there anything on here? Anything? There's no fingerprints. Oh, you sound like you got it, Hollow. You sound like you got it. Oh, man. Examine every piece of evidence. You're on the right path. Am I? It's gotta be this then. Wait. If she was delivering lunch to her boyfriend in the security room, parking at B is super inconvenient, right? Right? And this would have to be her car by the angle of the photograph. And this is Edgeworth's car. What's the photograph look like? Shit. I was hoping there wasn't a wall behind her, but there is, unfortunately. You thought you did, but you don't know? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with it. It's gonna... Fucking brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Dang, man. We got cooked this trial. This is hard. This is really hard. Sorry, Lana. My bad. Yeah, you said you did it. Shoot, man. Well, alright. That's tough. That is tough. Sorry, Lana. My bad. And how would you take the picture from the other side of the fence? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh. Okay. Let's try again. This is hard. If she's at security. Right, because... No, she's not at security, though. Right? Just her boyfriend is. As I understand it. Let's see. I'm gonna press on... I can see it. I think I know. Oh! Okay. I'll get it this time. I'll get it. Sorry. Don't let me kill you. I'll get it this time, I swear. What if she's just in the habit of wearing driving gloves? Myles does not like that answer. I'm so sorry that we're going through this again. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. This is so bad. She's saying it's all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's over. How can we prove that it's not planned? Let's see. This wouldn't prove that it's not planned. An investigator's ID card? How would that wouldn't prove that it's not planned? I don't know what you know, but all my brain cells are working overtime. Same. Same. Given to Edgeworth, would the King of Prosecutors trophy mean that this was premeditated? No, of course not. We haven't presented the knife. We could just give it a try. We've already tried this. I thought that this was enough to prove it wasn't premeditated. It was not. I don't know what the Blue Badger would have to say about it, but I don't think that he helps. We haven't presented the autopsy report. February 21st. between 4 p.m. and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from a chest wound. Assessment, wound was caused by a 4.5 inch, sorry, can't see that, but it is inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Oh, man. This we've already tried. This didn't prove anything. This didn't prove anything. This didn't prove anything, and we just got this. I don't think we can use that. All right, we'll try the autopsy report. They don't like that one either? I'm going through... Can I just present my attorney badge at this point? Jeez, okay. All right, my bad. Shoot, man. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed... Okay, we're going to press on this again just to see. This boyfriend, he's the detective, not that boyfriend, the security guard. Care to join? Yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Here we go. The security guard room is in the lot in Block A. Here it is. It's behind this wall. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block, and so she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. I mean, this all checks out, right? This all checks out. Her testimony is really good. I don't... Wait! No, no, no! Oh, I got it! I got it! The murder couldn't have been planned because they would need to get their hands on Edgeworth's knife, which, if they stole Edgeworth's knife, that is on a whim. Objection! Oh my gosh, it took us a while to get there, but we finally did. Holy smokes. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Interesting. He might be onto something. What's with this case? I think that said our prosecutors bad people. The defense has a request. We ask the witness provide an accurate testimony. Oh, shoot. Okay. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. But then how would she get her hands on Myles Edgeworth's knife? Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Dang! Ah, it was sitting right in front of me this whole time. And I missed it. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh, the lunches! Order! Great. Now the tide's turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Would not go that far. I miss going up against Myles and his snarky little faces. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. I am starving. I forgot to eat dinner. Huh? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. No, of course not. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah, the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need to prove. Nothing else. That's true. That's true. I was microwaving chicken nuggets. I'm so jealous. Oh, I want chicken nuggets. What should I have for my after-stream meal? I'm thinking like Chipotle. I gotta stop eating out so much, but I need to go to the grocery store too. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't... Oh! I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? Do I look cool when I do it? Actually, my hair does have pretty decent physics. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Here we go. Witness testimony. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. Flashbang. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Flashbang. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh, well, I mean, I get... That's it. That's it right there. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? No, that's not true. That's not it. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I mean, I know exactly where I have to go. You saw multiple stab wounds, huh? Is that true? Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Hold it, please. That's a Whoa! Okay, everyone needs to calm down. Holy moly. Please, can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sighs smell like citrus fruit. Okay, I'm coming around to Emma. I think Emma's really funny. That one was really obvious. Yeah, they let that. Thank God. By the way, I've been listening. You gotta eat right, or you're gonna set a bad example. I eat good most days. I've just been a little lazy. We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we forgetting, like, the main point of this? Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people. You should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Listen, I'm treading on thin ice here. All right, Emma? I have to be careful. Miss Stars turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick would burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. I don't know how that works. Be responsible for your chatlings. That does remind me, I don't have a name yet. We don't have a name for you guys yet. I've been trying to come up with one. I don't know. Not that I would decide today. Maybe we'll put it as like a goal or something. Maybe we'll get a community name at like 500 subs or something. That'd be kind of fun. I would like a name at some point. I thought like Beans, because I like coffee beans, but that seems kind of like, I don't know, it seems pretty simple. Sometimes simple's best. Okay, nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Is this where it mentions a single stab wound? Yes, it is. Objection. We can't afford it. We're broke. You couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise... Huh? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Ms. Starr. Myles seems less on the side of winning the case now and more on the side of getting the right person, which I appreciate. He has had significant character development. I don't want to be a bean? Oh, okay, maybe no beans. Maybe no coffee beans. Well, we'll think of something else. I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Wait, Myles is saying this? I'm the one that raised the objection. What a hunk. Wait, no, it was me. Wasn't it me? Wait, it was me. Am I going crazy? I'm the one who objected. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? What the heck? I totally missed that. Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Huh? Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Here we go again. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Red muffler? What the heck is she talking about? What the heck is she talking about? Ooh, mods being baristas would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun. I told you it's strawberry jam. You did. You called it. You called it. Myles' character growth is awesome. I agree. I agree. I think Myles' character growth is really good. Especially from, like, the first time we meet him. Should be regulars? Ooh, like members? I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Red muffler? What the heck is she talking about? This photo's in black and white. Okay, can you just elaborate a little bit more, please? Her red muffler. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. Oh, I thought she was talking about a car. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. She does wear one. Miss Sky was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. I don't... Okay, sure, yeah. I charge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, she's not wearing it here. I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what? Miss Starr's turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Oh, here's the can. Okay. I think I might be onto something here. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. Was she wearing it in this scene? No. No, she wasn't. She wasn't. Objection. Ms. Starr, I demand... The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Myles, will you let me have this? Let me have this one, man. Let me have this one. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Man, Myles hates this girl. Myles does not like this person. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chocolate? Yeah, wait. Okay. This is crazy. Next time Myles objects, I'm gonna object. It's gonna go objection, objection, objection. I'm tired of getting talked over. But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? Really now. Was there? Where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. I think I know where this one's going. I do remember some things accurately, at least. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. Interesting. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of like a snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. Your Honor, she's threatening me. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Aren't we? Isn't everyone? I think everyone is weak against snake bites. The chief prosecutor tries to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr! Rawr! That's getting scrubbed from the VOD. That's getting muted. I'm going back and editing that in post. I apologize. Got a little carried away with myself. Can we hold Miss Starr to contempt of court and get her out of here? Hopefully soon. This is terrible. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Gladly, Your Honor. Let's get her over and done with, please. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. That's going to be my first push here. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Please do. Oh, no. I messed up. No, no, no. Don't continue your testimony. Go back. Go back. No, don't clip it. Don't clip it. It's getting muted. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? Here, we're going to press her further. Yes, press her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in Block B. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Ms. Starr? Yes, that's right. Oh, she's faltering a little bit. She's faltering. But there's a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. That's crazy. Amazing. The Kaffa Queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. This guy. It would have taken a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. Holy moly. She climbed it? So how did Miss Sky not get away? Because it didn't happen. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember correctly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Interesting. She can't mean... No, we're gonna ask further now. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone. Apparently, it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Okay. Good witnessing. You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. I didn't ask. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Probably that she forgot her muffler, right? That's probably what it was. I saw it all. How she tried the wall on the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Hold it! Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Here we go. Okay. This is who? The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim. Killer witness, that's what it is. And ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. In that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star. Resistance is futile. Interesting. But the thing is, this call was to Emma. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras. Did I say that right? There was no mentioning of muffler. She never said anything at all. Wait, is that true? Is that true? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum. There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other? Ah! Oh yeah! The parking lot entrance. That's right. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Dude, I love this face. It is so funny.
Excellent. More mysteries.
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. As sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. I believe you. Kind of. Are you supposed to remember these things? I'm gonna save just in case. Save me just in case. After the murder. Ooh, that would be a good emoji to make. That would be a good emote. When I get channel emotes, is that face? I would like that. That would be a good one. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Run behind a partition. Off to her side, I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Let's see. Are we able to see what they talked about? Can I just ask Emma, like, what did you guys talk about? She tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but Angel started resistance is futile. We're gonna press on everything because we're one life. One life, can't take any chances. Would be peak? Okay, I'll add it. I'll add it. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Sorry about taking a break during your murder trial. I needed to make a marketable emote of your sister. I've got big plans, you see. Then the bad egg emoji. Wait, what's the bad egg emoji? Am I missing that one? I'm sure I'm just forgetting something. When we asked Emma, she said Lana didn't say anything and immediately hung up. Oh, really? Is that true? Oh, if that's the case. Ooh. I did not remember that. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? We might be able to work with that then. As I just said, I was only 30 feet away the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? I will press her. Oh, okay, we've already done this. We already did this one. I think we've pressed on everything. Fence was super high. Hello, Zirizo. How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. The egg from the Nuzlocke. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That was a quote-unquote bad egg, wasn't it? Oops. That was probably my most scuffed stream of all time. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She didn't mention anything, though. Okay. I'm going to save. Just to be safe, because we've got one wrong move left. And then I'm going to press her with the phone call to Emma. And we lost. Okay. We're just going to go load it right up again. Oops. Pretend no one saw that. Pretend no one saw that. But do we know if Emma was telling the truth? That's the thing, right? I feel like in crime, you always think you saw something, but who knows if you actually did. Sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. That's what I heard in my listening to my true crime podcast. What do you think about the witnesses' statements? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts this. You don't sound very convinced. Objection overruled. Load this data. Go back. Go back. Okay, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. What did she mention about it? It's gotta just be that she forgot the muffler, right? Ah. Only games that haven't caused us issues was Hollow Cure and Ace Attorney. Literally. Why do you think I play this game so much? I just know that it works. It's just nice to know that a game works, right? I saw it all. How she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Hold it! Nuzlocke like in Pokemon? Maybe I'll have to tune in more. Well, after the last stream, it was such a disaster that who knows the next time I'm going to do it. I don't know. If you want to see it, maybe I'll do another one. But, like, my game crashed. And I just lost everything. And we had played for, like, 50 minutes. And I'm like, well, I don't want you guys to have to rewatch that. So we just called it. I was like, shoot, man. But yeah, I do like playing Nuzlocke every once in a while. I like Pokemon a lot. I'm a big Pokemon guy. Pokemon and Zelda. I really like Zelda. I have somewhere I have a, I don't know where it is, but I have a, what do you call it? It hooks your, it allows you to stream your Switch through OBS. It's like a split cord, right? So I can plug it into the power, and it's like an HDMI converter, right? And then it allows me to like put it as a source, so I can stream my Switch. I just have to set it up. I just haven't set it up yet. You have made every stream. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. My debut stream, I couldn't do my debut stream. Sorry, I know that like we're in the middle of a case, but I'll go on a tangent here. My debut stream was like, I didn't even really have it. It was like a pseudo debut stream. Because my first debut stream, YouTube said, actually, you can't stream yet. And I said, what? And I needed to wait 24 hours from my first post. And I posted. And then I posted, I'm like, hey, I'm Press. This is my introduction. And then I tried to go live, and they're like, nope. And in my video, I'm like, I'm going live tonight. And YouTube was like, no, you're not. Press, no, you're not. And I said, oh, okay, yes, YouTube. So then I had to postpone my debut stream. What is Cobblemon? I've never heard of Cobblemon. I'm guessing it's a ROM hack. That sounds fun. Okay. I don't need to see this whole thing. Or do I? Maybe I can do. I don't know. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone. It's going good, Zirizel. How's it going with you? So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And then she came, jumped over the fence like Superman, and during that time you climbed over the fence and got her. I boldly grabbed her arm. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? Phoenix looks very confident. Phoenix looks very confident when she says, oh, you saw her do this? What would prove that wrong? What would prove her wrong? I mean, we know she called Emma, right? Victim's memo found in the car trunk. I saw it all. How she tried to use the phone on the wall. Dang, this is hard. This trial's really hard. Yes, YouTube Sama, I'll not do the very important stream I said I would be doing. Yes, YouTube Sama, anything for you. I'll follow your rules. Please don't shadow ban me, YouTube. I'll follow all your rules, I promise. Huh. Okay. And he's like, you saw this, huh? I feel like it's gotta be this. Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Well, she wouldn't be lying about apprehending her if she did. So I feel like she did apprehend her. The problem is, where do I find... This is so hard. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife, and it was a single stab wound. Why is there such a wide range in the time when we know exactly when this took place? Wait. How could she know? No, that doesn't make sense. I'm thinking out loud again. Ah, okay. Sitting up, resetting. We're going through everything one by one. Going through everything one by one. I would just start throwing shit at the wall and praying. That's pretty much where I'm at. This trial's really got me stumped. This is a really hard one. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means the wall next to this. And so how... I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was 30 feet away. Maybe I should press her? No, I think we already did that. How far is the witness? I could look at this picture. Have you pressed everything, like all of it? I think so. I pressed that. I saw it all, how she tried her phone on the wall. I tried that. And I tried that. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We already pressed that. We're going to press everything. We're going to pay very close attention. We'll let her explain here. Oh, I left her alone. We'll leave her alone. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler, and she doesn't remember what she said about it. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. You couldn't have seen her No. You couldn't have seen her use the phone on the wall. The partition's in the way. Objection. Oh my gosh, it's taken us forever to get there. But, man, we're there at some point. You're right, though, Hollow. We do gotta pay attention. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Ms. Lana's guy. Whoa! The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Oh! Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. I'm gonna make you cough it all up here in a second. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Guy making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. See what I'm getting at? That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Dun 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 dun. Got him! Mic drop. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Objection! That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw. She lied about where she saw it, or she lied about the order of events. She lied about what she saw. It's the only explanation. She didn't see Miss Sky using that emergency phone. Does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, well, because she's trying to put more weight on her... Okay, forget it. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here. Dang it. You ordered the patooey on rice. Mr. Wright, and I thought I had something there too, Judge. I thought I had something there too. No! No! Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. Okay, it's fine. We got a good save spot. Dang, man, we're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Okay. We should have saved with more than 1 life left. We should have saved with like 3. I saw it all. You couldn't have seen it all, ma'am. Yes, okay. We know this. You might have gotten a little too excited. I think I did. I think I did. I'm very hungry too. I'm lawyering on an empty stomach right now. Okay. That emergency phone was on the back side of the partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Okay, so, and she's not lying about what she saw, at least not that we know. She's coughing up lies. The witness lied about where she saw it. That makes more sense, right? Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Ms. Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one.
Objection!
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place where Ms. Star witnessed the crime was here. Oof. The security room, right? No, because she couldn't have tackled her. Because the security room was on... Something is very sus, Raven, and I don't know what it is. Where did she witness the crime from? And more importantly, why is it significant? She couldn't have witnessed the crime from the security room, though. And she couldn't have, because the wall's in the way. And she couldn't have witnessed it from here. So from here? Here, maybe?
Take that!
There's not many places. Oh, I think I guessed wrong. It's highly likely. Your cavalier attitude stands in stark contrast to your feeble argument, Mr. Wright. Her being there wouldn't change a thing. Ah, dang it! It's the security room. My bad. My bad, everyone. Jesus. Okay. I get it. She's guilty. I get it. I'm bad at the game. This is not one of my proudest moments. It's the fucking security room, isn't it? Golly. Okay. One more try here. And I'll save my progress a little closer so we don't have to go through the cutscene every time. Had to use her cell instead. You saw it all, huh? Objection for the 5th time. Come on, let's get on with it. Dang, this one is making my brain hurt. Okay. Here's where we'll save our game. Here's where we'll save our game. That way we can still get any info we need if needed. She lied about where she saw it. Okay, I guess she could have seen the crime from the security room, right? Better than how we did in Portal. I don't know about that. You think so? Portal was tough. Hey, Portal didn't have any technical difficulties. It just had Depresso difficulties. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let's ask a question to our clever wordsmith. And where did she see the crime? Well, then the only place that it makes sense would be the security room, right? This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the 2nd floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But then how'd she get the photo of... Oh, because the photo was staged, duh. But why there? There are so many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in Block A. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star. Oh, admitting some guilt, I see. Or, witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands, but there's no way that she could have taken that photo and gotten up to the security guard room. It doesn't track. It doesn't track. There's a lot of objecting in this trial. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Oh? So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Let's review what we know. Okay. Ms. Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The angle view of the crime. I will save my game. Just to be safe. But it is the angle view to the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting. It would change the angle view. The angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor. She would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! No way! I'm right! I'm right! Distance to the crime? Difference in lighting? I guess distance to the crime. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. Yeah, but it's on the second floor, dude. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Objection! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Ms. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Ms. Sky? That should have worked. I agree. I agree. We got to the same conclusion, but I wasn't off. Well, witness. Yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? No, I did not. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. You actually might be onto something, Hollow. This might actually be jam on her coat. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Doubt. Dude, she's doing laps. Holy moly. She's running laps. I didn't know, I swear. I don't know if you're actually onto something, but it'd be pretty neat if you were. That's why I had to go through the visitor's park. I got no problems with theories, by the way. Theory craft all you want. That's why I had to go through the visitor's parking in B-Lot. That's quite a detour. Yeah, there's no way that you could have gotten to her right after. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. Well, she called her sister at 5:18, and 5 minutes would have been 5:20. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Dude, I'm so fucking hungry. Holy moly. Right, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? I've got to have something, right? No, don't load, don't load. Save. I gotta have something. Okay. Raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente, which is how I like it. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Don't get the wrong idea. I know you didn't do it, Judge. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. I'm inclined to agree. The caviar is poison, Judge. Don't take it. Don't take the caviar. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. With Phoenix, that was a little too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. And we go to day 2. Oh, or not. Wow, she's really hammering this home. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? No one wants the squid wheels, man. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Is this another one of her trick lunch boxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Oh, triple decker. Oh my, come on, Judge. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. I'm so hungry, Your Honor. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchboxes this time? We're going again, huh? Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Ms. Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless. Decisive evidence. And how did you get that? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Oh! Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. Oh! You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's mad. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Okay. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. White enamel shoe, bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. And? What's her blood doing on there? What is her blood doing on there? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, y'all. I usually will go to the end of a segment before I end stream, be it an end of investigation or an end of the court day. But I'd mentioned it in the beginning of the stream. I'm not feeling all that well today. I don't know if you could tell. Hopefully you couldn't tell. But my head's kind of hurting, and I am starving. I haven't eaten since like noon, which is probably why I don't feel good. I should eat more. So I am gonna get some food, and we'll pick up the trial in the next Ace Attorney stream. Next stream is gonna be Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna play yet. Offers are on the table. If I'm being honest, it'll probably be something like a horror game. There are a couple of horror games that I've been looking at, which look pretty fun. So I might do a horror game on Friday. Go eat, rest up. Thank you, Hollow. I will. Better see you soon. You'll see me soon. Friday, we've got another one, and then we'll continue Ace Attorney next week. 07 to the stomach. The stomach's about to get the meal of its life, man. The stomach's about to get the meal of its life. It's going to be such a happy stomach. Okay, well, that's going to do it. Whether you're just waking up in the morning, stopping by on your lunch break, or settling in after dinner, thanks for hanging out with me and having a cup of coffee. And I'll see you in the next stream. See ya! Date everything? Okay, I do kind of want to play date everything. Okay, maybe date everything. That is a good idea. Oh, that is a good idea. Okay, see ya. Maybe. I'll think about it. But it's a good idea.